Hi there, my name is Casey Sawyer and I am applying for the media buyer role within Evergreen Agent. I'm going to answer the three questions right here. First question has to do with work ethic and professionalism. I have a few examples I'd love to share with you. The first one comes from my time with the Portland Trail Blazers. At the time that I was with them, I was in more of a equipment management role, specifically within the visiting locker room. It was the 2015-16 season, and it was Kobe Bryant's final game in Portland as an opposing player. For frame of reference, my role was mainly helping set up the visiting locker room, coordinating in-game equipment, and then helping the visiting team to pack up and leave when the game was over. When the game ended, Mr. Bryant was obviously swamped with interviews and photos and all these other things, and many of my coworkers were seeking him out, asking for autographs, taking pictures, all this stuff. And I felt that given my role and the level of professionalism that I maintain, I didn't really feel that was too appropriate. So I instead looked him in the eye, shook his hand, and I thanked him for what he had contributed to the game of basketball and to sort of that next generation of basketball fans. And I could see in his eye, he appreciated that. I didn't ask him for anything in that moment. It just didn't feel very professional. It was not the right thing to do. More recently, again, working in sports, now in baseball at the professional level, I'd say anytime we have a team media day, which is usually, early on in the season, you're swamped with media requests and you're doing all of your photography and video assets for the season. You're interviewing players, you're coordinating with the news stations, with different reporters. And it's a lot of coordination, a lot of work, but it's also a lot of fun and something that I enjoy doing year after year and leading the planning on that and kind of the creative vision for that season. It's very often 14, 15, 16-hour days, but it's a really good chance to show what you're made of, and I really enjoy those types of situations. The second question, a situation in which you let down a supervisor. First and foremost, definitely try not to make a habit of doing that. It's not something I enjoy doing, but in life, you're sometimes not going to be on the same page as a supervisor. Within the last few months, we had a situation where I approved a paid Facebook ad to go out, and it had some incorrect information on it. So when it was brought to my attention, how I reacted was I took it down immediately. I accepted ownership of the mistake, and in that particular situation, some incorrect information was given to me, but it was really a lesson about, I need to double check facts and figures and make sure that I have all the correct information going out, especially in a paid ad situation where I'm costing the company money or the client, whatever the situation may be. You don't want to mislead your fans or your buyers either. So I spoke directly with my supervisor. I apologized. I owned it. I communicated with the other necessary parties to ensure a proper communication plan moving forward, that wouldn't happen again, and re-uploaded the ad set with the proper information. Anybody who had seen the incorrect ad, it had to do with the giveaway we were doing at that particular ball game, dealt with them one-on-one. If they showed up at a specific time to get the giveaway, we handled it, we apologized, we owned the mistake, and the rest of the season ran smoothly after that. So I think that's a good example of just ensuring proper communication, accepting ownership of the mistake, and not deflecting or placing blame on others when it was something within my control. The third question I really appreciate in regards to kind of which season of life am I in, what am I hoping to accomplish? Coming from sports, I'm honestly looking for something a little bit different pace. I've enjoyed working in professional sports the last 10 years. But it is oftentimes a lot of hours and a lot of time commitment. There's an expression within the industry that it's not a job, it's a lifestyle. My own life has changed. I'm married, I have a young child at home, and I'm just looking to find a lot better balance. So I am a very dedicated and hardworking employee, and I'm just looking for something that I can kind of check in. I'm working hard, and then when it's time to stop working for the day, that I can put my pencil down, so to speak, and be home, be present, and then go on adventures on the weekend, and be able to watch my son grow up and just really thrive as within my family. So I assure you, if given the opportunity, that I will prove how hard I can work, and I'm really excited about this chance. But to be fair and honest, I'm definitely looking for something that does allow me a much better balance of being home and being focused on my family, and then working really hard when it's time to work. So I appreciate the opportunity. Thank you.